Hello, and thank you for tuning in. This month, we are having a conscious conversation about contrast. Contrast is a big one. So contrast is very different than change. And let me give you an example of a very simple contrast. I'm sure all of you will know this. Contrast, okay, black compared to white, night compared to day, winter, summer, the seasons, they show as contrast. The weather is contrast. If you live in Florida right now, we're having an incredibly contrasty summer with all of the rain is making us happy when the sun comes back out. So contrast, very simple like that. That's not the kind of contrast I'm talking about this month though. What we're talking about is the lesson that is hidden in contrast. So if we go back to black and white, day and night, let's throw in there people and the two sides of people, their duality, good and evil. Evil, I want to say evil, good, bad, favorable, unfavorable. Everybody has both sides. Everybody has the day when they wake up and they're smiling and they're happy and they're joyful. And then everybody has a day when they wake up and they're like, oh my God, I have to do this again. Contrast. So what's beautiful about that though? Say you spent every day of your life being happy, just lit. Everything went well. You walked out the door and the birds sang. It was a whole Mary Poppins moment, and the birds sang and the sunshine and the wind came and the traffic parted for you and everybody waved at you and smiled, and that was how you lived your everyday. Well, after a while you're going to get boring. You're going to get bored. It's just, you can't live like that. Plus, you don't understand why it's so beautiful. Let me make an example here again. So say you're this Pollyanna living in this Mary Poppins world, and then you have a bad day. And you wake up and it's raining, and somebody drives their car by a puddle and you get full of mud, and you wake up and you're aching and you're stiff and you're uncomfortable and you're unhappy and you're sad. Well, that's the contrast of the happiness. But where the gift is in this, when you're having that day where the car drove by and splashed mud all over you and you're achy and crappy and what you can do if you will stop and take a moment and remember the contrast. The contrast was the happy Pollyanna, Mary Poppins, joyful birds singing. Remember those moments. Remember how you felt. Incorporate that into your moment of mud splashed, yucky feeling, bad mood. What it does is the contrast gives you something to notice. It gives you something to notice that there is an ebb and a flow to all of this. Everything comes, everything goes. We embrace it. We tap into it. We tap into the beauty of it, and we enjoy the contrast. And that gets you back to your happiness. Conversely, so if you're all happy all the time and you take a moment to remember when you were in the mire, you can stop and enjoy the happiness without being all over the board and unable to appreciate and unable to control, understand. That's the beauty of contrast, is remembering where you were, feeling it where you are, embracing more beautiful things are to come if I just know it's all ebb and flow. I have a little idea about contrast. Appreciate the ebb and flow of life's experience. That to me is the definition of a contrast. Thank you very much. Thank you for venturing down the rabbit hole of possibility with me today, and have an amazing, contrasting, beautiful August as we step into as we step into fall, which is another contrast. Welcome down the rabbit hole of possibility. Thank you.